Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into my channel, Crystal Messages. Thanks for joining me. Hope you are having a great day or night, and or whatever time of day it is. I'm gonna do a quick reading today. It is June 27th, 2019. Oh, I should have done this before, but I kind of want to look up the moon states today. The planets today, just to contextualize our reading. And now I have it here. Okay. So this is general reading for all sun signs. I am obsessed with astrology, so I will do some astrology readings as well. But this is just a general reading for the energies for whoever's tuning in. If you're listening by law of attraction, you're meant to hear this message. So if it doesn't resonate with you, it might be meant for a later time or some time in the past, or it just might not make sense yet. But sometimes give it some time and give it another listen, or just don't. Okay. High Priestess, Wheel of Fortune, Five of Swords, Six of Swords, Three of Wands, Hanged Man, and Queen of Cups reversed. Okay, so what I get for this reading is I'm just gonna move my camera a little bit. This is the High Priestess is our intuition and things that might be secretive or hidden from us. And then we got the Wheel of Fortune, which is fate and karma, and can be money if it's upright like it is, like good fortune. So it could be that your intuition is going to lead you towards good fortune, and it has to do with dealing with people in some situation that might have had negative energy towards you, like warring, angry, sparring energy towards you. You might have been in, I don't know what that would mean for you. Might be in a work environment or life environment where you've dealt with some negativity. So it's interesting that intuition card and feminine power card is right in the middle of being receiving abundance and dealing with sort of people who are maybe not so nice. So maybe it has to do with navigating that. And then we got Three of Wands. It's kind of funny, we have a duality, like a good and bad on both sides, or not good and bad, but positive, negative, I guess, yin yang. So on this side we have the Six of Swords, which is moving on from a situation, letting go, saying goodbye, the River of Hades, going towards death, towards the birth of something new, but leaving something behind that may be emotionally painful. And then on this side we had that Five of Swords, which comes right before and has to do with so I would say, and then also we got the Three of Wands, which is expecting results to come to you, and these are passionate, idealistic fire sign results. I haven't been doing the signs. In my mind, High Priestess could be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Wheel of Fortune, I see that as being Libra, but some people might, or Leo, some people might argue differently. I see Libra because it's like the scales, like the good and bad of life. If it's upright, it's just the fate and the karma. This could be Gemini, mental thoughts. This could be any fire signs. So this is return. This is waiting for some return that has to do with passion and going out into the world. Maybe you went on a quest. So we have our intuition leading us to the results of good fortune and awaiting results, having to do with maybe leaving some negativity with others behind. I'm going to contextualize that by the Queen of Cups reversed. somebody maybe depressed or out of touch with their emotions, or feeling like maybe emotionally drained, a female woman. This could, if it's a physical person, it could be a Pisces, any water sign, could be Aquarius. And then we have, I think this is just Pisces, this card, but others might argue, Hanged in reverse. So coming out of a time of suspension, maybe it's funny, we're really getting the duality. So we have the sort of maybe depressed, coming out of a depression maybe, and that having to do with our good fortune, letting, yeah. So I'm going to actually do a couple more cards that are not, these are, what are they, oracle cards. Just one sec, let me make sure the music is. Okay, so these are Carolyn Meese archetype cards, and it's like a Jungian idea. They're archetypes, and she kind of has the good and the bad, sort of similar to what we were seeing here, the duality. We have mediator, light attributes, good for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life, respect for both sides of an argument, shadow attribute, negotiating with ulterior motive or an agenda, either personally or professionally. This seems really related to the rest of the reading. That seems to have to do with dealing with others in either a work environment or an interpersonal environment. It could be that you're moving on from a bad job towards sort of riches, and you're coming out of a time of suspension and maybe inner turmoil, and that this succeeding at whatever endeavor will bring the riches or good fortune towards you has to do with being a mediator. And I would say, since it talks about having ulterior motive here, that finding pure reasons to be the mediator, and because often people who are like good at reading people, we can be manipulated. I mean, I know for myself, it's easy for me to read people. So if you're intuitive like that, you can be manipulative, but using that for good, manipulating people, manos, I think is the term, the word for, I think that's like the word hand for the Latin root for manipulate. So like, you don't have to think of it as like a bad thing. Manipulate is making something more like you want. Like we manipulate the things in our lives to be better. Like manipulating clay or any art thing. Okay, so then we got this crystal, hematite. Hematite is a metallic charcoal that takes its name from the Greek word for blood. Like hematite is full of iron, and like blood, hematite moves the good to where you need and takes the bad away from where you don't. Who needs it? Anyone stagnating or spun out on something like a new crush or a lifelong existential dilemma. Where to put it? Wherever you are, when you realize it's time to come back to earth. When to use it. When you feel stuck. When it's that moon time of the month, when you want to pull energy from the earth below and use it to make big things happen. Align to your wholeness. Nice. This is also, I feel like, really related. This is a lot about making things happen. Not making, I would say working with the universe, the law of attraction, to allow good fortune to come to you and awaiting those results. So having to do with becoming a mediator for good, and also aligning with your wholeness, it says here. Okay. We've also got chakra cards. Chakra Wisdom by Tori Hartman. And the other deck was Crystals, the Stone deck. With a text by Andrew Smart. I'm not sure who designed the actual. And then we had the Carolyn Meese cards. So, got one more card and we'll finish up here. If you want to schedule a reading, I have an Instagram below, and you can direct message. Right now, I'm doing $30 for 20 minutes. I can do a pre-recorded reading of questions that you send me, or we can also do Skype or FaceTime. destiny. I want to read from this book because I really love the meditations that it gives for the cards. Let's see. Okay. Black and white. Oh my god, it's like so like the reading yin and yang. Together we are stronger than alone. The legend, black and white are in heaven, waiting to go back to earth yet again to complete their work. When they meet and fall in love, they learn they will not be together on earth. In previous lives, their love was ill-fated. They appeal to the council of great spirits who turn down their request to be together. But the great servant appears and grants their wish. Together they accomplish greater things than they could ever have done. Inspiration. Take a risk. Dare to have your life the way you decide. Are you willing to make your sacrifices to have what you desire? What tools do I need to form my own destiny? This is personal inquiry. Am I ready for my destiny? Key ideas. True love, taking a stand. Positive omen, radical thinking, deep satisfaction, ability to change. Keywords, love, pathway, faith. Meditation. Recall a time when you fought for something you believed in and won. Allow the feeling of triumph to filter through your body. See yourself before the council of great spirits. Make a request. They will grant it if it's for the highest good of all. They tell you your decision. Thank the spirits for their wise counsel. Relax in knowing that the council will confer with great servant for you. You're welcome to go before the council anytime. Great. I'm just going to show the page here, the destiny. Okay, so I just want to talk a little about what's going on with the planets today, how that might be affecting, and also if you see this after the fact of June 27th, it doesn't matter, it can still be relevant, something, even if it's not the same day, it could still have something to do with your mental state, because you're attracted to it. So, the planets today, the moon's in Taurus, so you might be feeling emotionally, you keep finding emotional safety through things or physical security. I know I'm doing that, like organizing and sort of thinking about money and planning, maybe thinking about hoarding money. Sun's in Cancer, so we'll be going through some loopy emotions. Overall, you know, Cancer is a sign of the ebb and flow of emotions related to the ebb and flow of the ocean, and it's the crab, so kind of it's also the sign of home and family and the mother. It's a very emotional sign and very creative and dreamy. So if you're in any of these sort of zones of creativity or imagination or feeling emotionally sensitive, that could be because we're in the month of Cancer. Mercury's in Leo, so you might be communicating to others like a Leo. You might be, you know, Leos are creative. They're sort of the star. But they can be shy as well. You might be communicating about your ego or about your childhood with others. You might be playfully communicating. Leos love to party and play. Venus is in Gemini, so you might be flighty in terms of love relationships right now. Like maybe have multiple things going on, or maybe just mentally thinking about relationships, talking within your relationship, trying to communicate. Mars is in Cancer, so you're how you are thinking about sex and fighting or war-like energy is going to have to do with your emotions and your imagination. It's kind of like we're in the sign of Cancer overall, similar deal. And home, you might be fighting for your home or your family, or like feeling passionate about your family, if that makes sense. And then we'll just do a couple more. Jupiter's in Sag, so you might be fighting luck through seeking higher education, through asserting yourself intellectually in some situation, and you might find yourself having good luck. Okay, and then these are longer term things. And then Saturn is in Capricorn, so this generation we're moving slowly towards our goals. Uranus is in Taurus. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it at that. So I think that's enough. Thank you so much for tuning in. And again, if you want to schedule a reading, please click the Instagram link below, and you can direct message for a reading. It's $30 for 20 minutes right now. We can do a pre-recorded reading or Skype or FaceTime. Thanks.